students, today I'm going to start a new section, but it's actually not quite new. We're going to be solving inequalities, and it's very similar to solving regular equations, except now we're using the greater than or less than symbols. So an important rule to remember is that whenever you multiply or divide by a negative number, you need to change the symbol, okay? Very important, and we're going to do an example. So negative numbers only, very important. Let's look at a quick example. So here, I didn't put the symbol. Let's make it less than, and I'm going to make this one less than or equal to. Almost forgot. All right, so here we have an inequality where I'm going to ask you to solve, which means solve for x. And we're going to do the same steps as usual. We're going to try to isolate the variable. So the first thing is to move the 1, because that's easy. So if I have plus 1, inverse operation is minus 1. What do I do to what? Whatever I do to one side, I do to the other. That cancels out. I bring down the negative 2x. Less than what's 7 minus 1? It's 6. Last step is I need to divide by negative 2 in order to cancel it out. And here it is. So I'm dividing by a negative number. If I do that, that means this symbol has to change. This becomes, now x is greater than 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. Okay? So whenever I divide by a negative right here, the sign is going to switch. The symbol is going to switch. Okay? Let's look at one more example. And this time I have a little bit of a tricky piece with this little fraction here. We're going to deal with it. So I'm going to first add 9 to both sides. Opposite operation. I want to move the 9 over first. That's easy. That goes away. I'm left with this x minus 3 mess over here. I'm going to bring down the symbol. And 2 plus 9 is 11. I have x divided by 3. How do I cancel out that division of 3? The opposite of dividing by 3 is multiplying by 3. So I'm going to quickly do that. And when I do to one side, I do to the other. And that cancels it out, which is what I'm looking for. And I have x is greater than or equal to 11 times 3 is 33. No changing of the symbols this time because at no point did I multiply or divide by a negative number. Finally, the dreaded word problem. So this one we're going to see again in this section. So we're going to do a few word problems throughout our following assignments. Let's start with this one. Leo has $300, period. He's got that money, $300. He needs to spend, let me underline it, he needs to spend $20 a week on snacks. So $20 a week on something. He's spending. He's taking away money from himself, right? How many weeks W, they want us to use the variable W, can he buy snacks and have at least $50 left over? So this is the final amount, 50 bucks at least, right? At least $50 left over. So I'm just going to fold this up a little bit here so I can have a little bit more room. So we start with the 300 that he has. And then he's going to spend, which means he's subtracting from his life, $20 a week. $20, I don't know how many weeks. It's W, so I'm going to put that down. And here's the tricky part. At least $50. So we're going to have 50. The question is, what's the symbol we're going to put in here? Well, that means, so at least means that this is the absolute minimum he can have. At least 50 bucks. So he's going to have $50 in his pocket. That means this amount, whatever this comes out to be, has to be bigger than the 50. Oh, there we go with the squeaking. So I'm going to put greater than, but it could be also $50. So greater than or equal to. So 300 bucks is what he has, minus the $20 he spends per week, must be greater than $50, which is what he wants to get left over at the end. All right, so I hope that helps. Please try the assignments. I do have some examples in there and some steps to help you spread out the word problems. Thank you.